Hello, my name is Nicole. I have a website called The Seven Candles. It will be down in the link below. I have a book series on the nēdz languages. I'm life coaching and consulting along those lines. I have my master's in industrial organizational psychology, and this is part 3 about people driving you crazy. And we're talking about important, which is one of the nēdz languages, and how what happens is when a person is struggling with being unbalanced, a lot of times is dealing with rejection. And in part 2, we talked about someone who is flailing and you protecting yourself, and how you're not getting frustrated and how to handle it in a skillful manner because this person's broken, but yet you still need to protect yourself. So how are you skillful in that situation? What do you do? Because this is huge, because especially if you don't have the important nēdz language, they're going to really drive you crazy. And if you don't handle it in a way that's skillful, what's going to happen? They're going to get louder and more obnoxious because they're important, and they're going to feel silenced, and that's what important people in this nēdz language do. So now you're going, oh crap, I'm really stuck. And probably some of the best things to do are to acknowledge them. Acknowledge, and maybe just not sit next to them, or maybe have your seat over a little farther if they're eating with their right hand, maybe be on their left side, or make sure that you are in a different location, or that they're on the end, maybe more away from people when you sit them at a table, but they're still noticed. That's one way to be skillful. Make sure they're engaged in the conversation, acknowledge them, and participate, and just be skillful. When I say skillful, you're probably going, okay, what does that exactly mean? Acknowledge yourself and your needs, and acknowledge what they're needing. So it would be saying, I thank you for offering me that seat there. I appreciate it. I'd love to sit next to you. I've already got a seat right here. But that was really thoughtful. Thank you so much. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Because they are trying to be thoughtful, and they would love for you to sit next to them. And so you're acknowledging that. You're acknowledging how important that was. That's one way of saying that. And you may go, but they were trying to be thoughtful. They wanted you to sit by them. They thought it would be really important. They think you're a neat person, whether you're struggling with them or not. That's one way of saying it. If it's, a struggle, and these are things you do, you would navigate the situation. You don't call them out. You do things so that it eliminates your frustration by arrangement of the environment. And you maybe have different kinds of food in that environment. Those are other things you can do. You can do things by having the environment maybe be a little more quieter. You can do all sorts of things, and sometimes it's just trial and error. And it's just learning to figure out by just manipulating and asking people, finding out what works. Those are how you do skills. And, communicating and learning the important words. That's another thing. Learn what words work with an important person. So those are just little tidbits. Again, if you would like more information, just reach out, or even pick up one of my books, because I have the series, and if you pick up one, it'll kind of give you an idea for any of the other ones. So on that note, because I like to end on a note, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.